Hello and welcome to yet another edition of Xperience Sessions right here on indigomusic.com. I'm Rohit, and joining me right now, all the way from Kodaikanal, an independent artist based out of Hyderabad, I'm talking about Peekay. Welcome to indigomusic.com.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Beautiful background. First of all, it's a beautiful place, Kodaikanal. How's the
Yeah,
weather there?
it's amazing. It's super pleasant, and I'm really happy I'm here for the release of the album.
Is it like a break that you're taking, or are you there on work?
Yeah, a bit of both. I actually was coming here to write a little bit, but also a break because the city can just kind of get very overwhelming.
Let's talk about the title track, Starlight. What is the theme behind this track?
So Starlight is actually one of the most powerful songs that I wrote because it is about how I felt like the dialogue, the narrative was constantly around people feeling very low, especially post pandemic, during the pandemic. Everyone was just in a very dark, not very happy place. And I just was seeing how many people we were losing to suicide and depression and just everyone down in the dumps. And so and I was pulling myself out of a very, very, very dark place as well. And when I found that I actually could do that, and I saw a lot of other people around me successfully do the same, get themselves out of bed, get themselves into the shower, onto a Zoom call, even with a therapist, it just made me realize that we all have a lot of power within us to kind of get ourselves out of difficult situations. This is just one example. I see people, closer to home. One of our staff who works with us, she's our housekeeper. She was abandoned by her husband, and she gets to work every single day. She laughs with all of us. She cracks jokes. Like, I just feel like there's a lot of power in everybody to stay positive despite whatever is going on. So that's why I wrote Starlight, to just as an affirmation to everyone that no matter what you're going through, you can always kind of, you have power within you to get through it.
Wow, that's just beautiful. Now, let's talk about your another track. This has a Dolby Atmos mix, if I'm not wrong, called Wanna Be Bad.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
for a layman, right? Can you explain what this kind of mix is all about?
Sure. So the Atmos mix actually, so it was done by Keshav Dhar, who mixed and mastered the entire album. And Jonathan Edward, who produced it, he said, you know what, you have to have the most pop song on your album has to have this a spatial audio mix.
Yeah.
And I wanted it to be a more immersive experience for people that play it, because it's a very party song, and I'm always picturing this particular song sounding really sick on, especially if you're playing it off iTunes, sounding really awesome on like a stereo system. And it's just a banger fun song. So I wanted the Atmos mix for Wanna Be Bad because it's the only pop song on this album. And it's just a lot of fun to get lost in. The song itself is about like, it's kind of trippy in the sense that it's a person's journey hanging out with themselves. But it sounds like somebody singing a very kind of sexy song for somebody else, but it's actually not. It's actually somebody singing to themselves because they're just hanging out by themselves. And so it's very like, go on that journey, kind of immerse yourself in the song sort of thing. So it's what it does is it's a whole 360 experience, especially if you're listening on a good stereo system. So it just kind of comes at you in all the right ways from everywhere. So I'm probably not explaining it the best way, but for a layman,
Yeah.
if you're standing in the center, the song's all around you.
It's basically a 360-degree experience. That's
Yeah.
what it's all about. Now, I want to know what's next in store. Of course, congratulations on Starlight, the release of album, but what's
Thank you.
happening in the near future?
We already started working on a whole lot of other music. So the reason this album is such a big deal for me is because back in the day, ever since I started writing music, I always wrote rock and like pop rock, alt rock. And I had a band called the Ragamuffins, and we did this. Our last time that we performed around India was 2018, and then we disbanded. And I kind of then was pandemic shortly after, a few years later, and I kind of lost the plot along the way because I was so wondering if I should release pop or R&B or what's working. And then after that, I just kind of said, I don't really care anymore. I'm just going to do what comes naturally to me, which is to write rock. And so I'm coming back to the original sound that I always used to have. So it's kind of a reintroduction of me as an artist, which is why we're trying to go as much as we can all out with this. And not many women are writing or singing rock anymore. And that for me is really sad, because when I was growing up, like, we had so many blues, rock, all kinds of, like more fun women in music. And I just want to bring that back. Yeah. So what's next is I'm just going to keep on putting out music for whatever it's worth that is in this genre.
All right. Any performances, any live gigs that we can expect?
Yeah, we're doing the promo sort of couple of shows around the country this year. We're doing a few festivals, starting of course at home. We're playing with As They Keep Searching in Hyderabad on the 27th. And then we're doing Delhi on the 3rd for Space Day. And then after that, we're doing Bombay, Pune, a bunch of shows thereafter. But the two most immediate ones are on the 27th and on the 3rd. Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, really looking forward to more and more music, rock music from you. And of course, we'll connect once again when you release a brand new single or an album. All the best for your future endeavors and all the best for
Thank
Starlight.
you. Thank you so much.
All right. Take care, Peekay. Bye-bye.